Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to a Rev video.
Hello, thanks for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. I'm checking out a video by Rev. It came out 23 hours ago. Give it a like. It's about Hassan, obviously, and how they should ban him. Let's check what this is about.
Here, no pun intended, but at this point I shouldn't be shocked by anything Hassan Piker gets away with live on Twitch. However, I do feel like it's
honestly fucking Twitch itself should fucking be changed at this point.
It's important to log his behaviors to show not only how ridiculous he is, but also how ridiculous people are for still supporting this guy, and also how ridiculous Twitch is as a
all the fucking retards that actually support Hassan. I personally believe that Hassan doesn't believe the shit that he's saying, but there's so many fucking retards that do.
Platform for their selective enforcement of their own terms of service. Now, there's another clip of Hassan going viral right now, and it's causing a lot of controversy.
I know, what has he done now? What has he done this time?
By any objective interpretation of Twitch's terms of service, he violated those rules. Again? Specifically with the section about hateful conduct, because Hassan
violated Twitch hateful conduct and harassment policy. Veteran status explicitly considered a protected characteristic. Content or behavior that attacks, harasses, or promotes hatred based on someone's veteran status is hateful conduct.
Really drew in his inner Frogan and
he's done that many times.
Decided to tell a veteran in his chat that they deserved PTSD because they had a different
he literally just did a Frogan
opinion than Hassan. And this was just a small part of a larger rant that is completely unhinged, and don't worry, we'll watch all of it in just a moment. But any clip sharing or any tweet sharing this clip is getting hit with notes like this, clarifying that based on any objective interpretation of the rules, he violated their hateful conduct policy because he is...
This dude violated so many fucking policies of Twitch. Like, he should have been banned fucking forever ago.
Harassing someone based on a protected status. In this case, it is a veteran status. Again, this is something right out of the Hassan Orbiter playbook that Frogan did many years ago. She was banned around that time, but not for wishing PTSD on veterans. She was actually banned for something else that is a common misconception. But here's the context, right? So Hassan is about 6 hours into a seethe-filled stream where the subject of a recent attack came up. And in case you're not familiar with one of the many attacks that have happened in the United States recently, this particular one that was up on the screen during this rant involved a man who slammed his car.
County sheriff says no kids or staff injured in Michigan. Michigan attack video. Multiple law enforcement agencies respond to Thursday afternoon reports in Michigan of a shooter at synagogue in a Detroit suburb after a driver crashed a vehicle into the building and shots were fired. Michael Butcher, the Oakland country sheriff,
into a Jewish synagogue that was filled with children. Now, this person who did this was not only crazy but also incredibly incompetent, because nobody was seriously harmed other than the suspect, who was eliminated before even leaving his car. But Hassan, during his stream...
I'm glad no one else was fucking killed except for the fucking idiot that did it.
...was very worked up. And when one veteran in his chat...
Somebody crashes out a veteran and threatens to leave Twitch forever over Asmongold standardly banned. What the fuck? He'll never get banned. He only ever gets fucking suspended. I hate the fact that Twitch calls their suspensions bans. They're not fucking bans, they're suspensions. If you're infinitely bigger terrorist than any random ever be, dumbass, shut your bitch ass up. Go enjoy your fucking PTSD hole. Fuck you,
decided to challenge Hassan. He not only wished PTSD on them, he would go into a full-blown crash out.
15 years out from Iraq, eat my balls. Do you even have your balls remaining, or did a IED explode them for you, dumbass? Shut the fuck up talking about Islam. You are an infinitely bigger terrorist than any random Muslim ever could be, dumbass. Shut your bitch ass up. Go enjoy your fucking PTSD, asshole. fuck you. Imagine having the audacity to fucking be like, yeah, I went to Iraq. I went to Iraq. And it's actually Islam that's the biggest danger. You're the danger, idiot. You're a danger to your family.
All the fucking terrorist attacks that's been fucking happening in America and around the fucking world by fucking Islamist fucking terrorists. Like, how many fucking Christian terrorists does anyone fucking know of? Like, the fuck is wrong with Hassan?
And a danger to yourself, douchebag. Law, that's getting clipped, Lamont. I don't give a fuck, dude. Shut the fuck up. If you go to Iraq and you learn that lesson, you realize that that was wrong, you're welcome here. You come back from Iraq and you can talk about how this was actually awesome and I fucking hate Islam. Then fuck you. You didn't learn anything. You're goddamn cattle. You're sending other people like you to be in a similar predicament to yourself.
An absolute classic start to this entire...
The Hassan system, a proven method of handling criticism: hide, ignore critics' content to obscure the argument, alter, drastically misinterpret the opposing view, misrepresent, strawman attack the misrepresentation by grouping critics with deplorables, avoid debate only weaker opponents. Yeah, that's all he can do. Never the original person. Classic projection from Hassan. Yeah, name call, literal fucking frustrated opposition as crazy or obsessed to discredit them. Yeah,
clip, because Hassan is resorting to his usual tactics of name calling and making gross comments where he says all kinds of insults nonstop throughout the clip. I mean, I am very tired of how many times I have to censor this guy because he says stuff that are truly ridiculous for absolutely no reason, because he has no counter to anything he is being challenged with. He even goes as far as to say or ask if the veteran had his balls blown up by an IED. Like, he's giddy over the idea of a veteran being wounded in that way because he doesn't like them. That's a pretty gross thing to say at the very minimum. But of course, we get to the comments.
Hassan is a very fucking gross person, so...
where he wishes harm on this individual, saying, enjoy your PTSD. Really channeling his inner Frogan. And if you're not familiar, Frogan is a Hassan orbiter who wished PTSD on American veterans as well.
I have no pity at all for any soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD.
Fucking disgusting.
It must be really tough times when you are imitating the behaviors of the two-time rising Twitch star, Frogan. That is how low Hassan is going by wishing PTSD on veterans for simply having an opinion or a stance or really any sort of a discourse that is different than what he wants. And we'll return to that conversation about Hassan and the Twitch TOS in just a second, but Frogan, I mean, how's that lawsuit going? You know, really invoking how ridiculous her situation is here by bringing up that comment about PTSD and veterans. She's been stuck at $38,000 out of that $200,000 legal defense fund on GoFundMe for about...
When is she going to be taken to court already? Like, one of them was taken to court. When the fuck are the other two going to go to fucking court? Like, Ethan Klein needs to fucking hurry this shit up.
6 months. The needle hasn't moved. And I would say at this point, go and settle, get it over with Ethan Klein. But honestly, no, I hope Ethan Klein goes the distance. I hope Frogan sits here very foolishly waiting for Hassan to come in and save her, because it's not going to happen. Casey Tron, even though she settled, publicly admitted that Hassan left her out to dry and didn't even reach out to help her privately. So if he's not going to help Casey Tron, he sure as hell is not going to help you. So Frogan is out there all alone, and Ethan Klein is going to collect big. But let's return to the comments made by both Frogan and now Hassan Piker. It's very clear in the hateful conduct chapter of the TOS. Veteran status is a protected status on Twitch. You cannot attack someone for their veteran status. You cannot tell them they deserve PTSD or they should enjoy PTSD. This is black and white, ladies and gentlemen. There is absolutely no wiggle room here whatsoever. Any objective reading of this rule would go against Hasan, and he knows it, and he's prepping for it by basically trying to say later on that he knows he should probably get suspended, but he has excuses for that. But this is reflected in almost every one of the tweets sharing this clip, where you can see it's getting hit with notes clarifying a veteran status is a protected characteristic under the Twitch TOS. I think this is very obvious. The only people who are mad about this are Hasan orbiters and bootlickers who will defend him no matter what. But there's this air of arrogance too, where he's saying that this veteran learned nothing.
This dude only fucking, like, he glazes fucking dictators and fucking terrorists. That's all he fucking does.
From their time in Iraq, and that this person is a danger to themselves and their family, and infinitely worse than any Muslim or anything like that. I mean, it's really rich hearing about all this level of danger from the guy who literally LARPs as brutal dictators. It's very rich, and I'm glad that you're really telling this guy what he should learn from his own experience in warfare. Unfortunately, Hasan wouldn't understand that because there's no position in the U.S. military for dog zapping, so it's been kind of left out on that one. But again, let's remind ourselves what was being discussed when he got so mad. And it has to do with the synagogue attack, right? Which, by the way, some people are calling a false flag because of the large police response to the events. Which, you know what? Calling this a false flag lines up directly with the rhetoric that Hasan shared only 2 weeks ago, where he said, if there's any quote-unquote terrorism that happens on U.S. soil now, you will never be able to convince me nor millions of other Americans that it wasn't Israel and America conducting it together to rally the masses to support an insanely unpopular war. So 2 weeks ago, Hasan said any attack on U.S.
fucking terrorists do can't be done by them. It has to be done by fucking Israel. This dude fucking really needs to fucking wake up at this point.
Soil is a false flag operation. And of course, does he believe that the attack at Old Dominion was also a false flag? That happened yesterday as well. Unfortunately, an instructor at the university was killed in the attack, but one hero in the ROTC ended up offing the attacker with his own hands and knife that he had on him. That was a even bigger disaster avoided. Also, is this another false flag? Where 3 days ago, this individual went to an elementary school with tactical gear and weapons, but was stopped by security before anything bad could have happened.
That's good.
According to Hasan, all of these attacks are just false flags. The very progressive guy has turned into a conspiracy theorist. In fact, he said, "Come on, man," when quoting a different attack from 2 weeks ago after he made his initial post, where a guy was attempting a mass...
Breaking the reported Islam shooter in Austin, Texas, has been identified as a 53-year-old Daigna, who wore a Property of Allah shirt. Oh, I did hear about this one.
Casualty events, wearing a Property of Allah shirt. That's why he believed this was another false flag. Oh, a shirt that, by the way, he owns himself and has taken multiple pictures with online. And what happened when people pointed out that he was upset about this attack being stopped? He called them cattle. Oh, but you've heard that before, because he called the veteran cattle as well, which, by the way, would also probably violate Twitch's terms of service on hateful conduct as well, calling a protected characteristic, a person under that, cattle, which seems to be Hasan's new obsession, because if you search cattle, this is all from the last, 2 weeks. MAGA cattle.
Fucking hell.
Down here, again, saying MAGA is cattle. MAGA cattle.
What is that about?
Saying
Kyle?
MAGA is cattle.
How to be a stunt starter pack. Quadrillion Mansion. The Zen Towers. I can't know what that is. Kaya and Personal Chef. And Liberal, yeah.
MAGA cattle.
Lebanese.
More down here. Let's see. MAGA loves this war because they're cattle. MAGA's effing cattle. Straight up cattle. Cattle. That's all in 2 weeks. It's all in 2 weeks. It's like he found a new buzzword. But of course, Hassan is not done. The clip is not done. And of course, you probably guessed it.
And the man Hassan loves more than anyone else.
It would somehow circle back to
the one that
who
lives
else
in his fucking head ready
but
to
Asmongold.
Whatever, bitch. I'll start live streaming on YouTube tomorrow. Suck my dick. No, you're getting clipped.
He must do it, and he will fucking see again that he doesn't even get fucking a portion of the fucking people on YouTube. Just like the last time.
By who? The people that have been literally begging for American sons and daughters to go and fucking die in Iran for the last 2 weeks? By people who keep going, yeah, based. No, we got to give more money to Israel. Those people who are going to fucking turn around and then now act as though they give a shit about veterans. The same people like Asmongold who fucking celebrated when that Navy SEAL with his uniform had his arm broken. Really?
What?
That's what we're doing? If Twitch can apply this fucking double standard when one veteran is getting their fucking arm broken by an American congressperson for opposing America waging Israel's wars, when Twitch doesn't fucking ban Asmongold for laughing at that and saying, yeah, based, and that he deserved it, when Twitch literally doesn't say a single damn thing about that, but then turns around and tries to ban me for this shit, fuck this platform.
I genuinely don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I will never fucking come back here.
His Asmongold derangement syndrome has reached critical levels, ladies and gentlemen. Seeing all these events going on, the first thing that pops up in his mind is, of course, Asmongold's. Now, he says that, you know, the people who are going to be mad about his clip are people who supposedly care about veterans like Asmongold.
The guy broke his own arm. Hey, Depsork, how's it going? But who broke whose arm got broken? I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
And he relates it to comments Asmongold made about this
situation. Is he talking about the Marine that tried to protest during like a like the thing is they dragged him out and he latched his arm around the door and like in the process of trying to yank him out of the chamber they snapped his fucking arm in half, his forearm.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah, you can watch the video and like literally watch his arm break. It's horrendous. The sound it makes is disgusting.
Jammed it behind the door as security were trying to eject him or disrupt. Yeah.
Where he claims that Asmongold
and this is a fucking Marine veteran? Like the fuck?
He's also like extremely compromised. I watched a video on him this morning and he's like dating some fucking Palestinian chick and he wears like a fucking terrorist scarf and he speaks out like on leftist and fucking pro-Palestine beliefs. He's totally compromised. He's performative and fucking fake.
Oh my god.
Celebrated when a Navy SEAL had his arm broken. Now, of course, the person who had their arm broken was not a Navy SEAL. In fact, one of the members of the Senate that subdued this protester was a Navy SEAL. Muslim, the person who did it was a retired Marine wearing his uniform and was being disruptive at this hearing, the Senate hearing. And whether you agree with the tactics or not that this guy did, eventually he was forcibly removed and his arm got caught in a door and it was broken.
It's basically the same shit that happened with fucking Renee Good and the fucking pretty guy. He was an idiot. He did some stupid shit and he fucking met the consequences.
And Asmongold, basically in his commentary, said based. He didn't care because he believed this guy was going about it wrong and wanted attention and wanted to cause a scene. And according to Asmongold, he basically got what he asked for. Now, Asmongold got a lot of pushback in his related video talking about this. Not everyone agreed with it, but here's the thing that's very clear. No matter what you believe about Asmongold's comments, his comments weren't celebrating someone being harmed
but he is himself also an activist
because they're a veteran. He disagreed with the way this guy went about it, okay, in his uniform. And with Hassan is celebrating that this guy has PTSD or might have PTSD simply because he's a veteran. He's celebrating that in itself. It's not like he's focusing on the actions of this person. No, he's focusing on the veteran status and saying, enjoy your PTSD. There is a very big difference here. And of course, there's a perfect tweet for this.
Hey, Freedom Tunes. I enjoy Freedom Tunes. It's actually a perfect distillation of how leftists argue. Find two things that are different in nearly every possible way. Find one superficially similarity between them. This proves they are actually identical. Why are you against one but not the other? Yeah.
Saying this is a perfect distillation of how leftists argue. Number one, find two things that are different in nearly every possible way. Number two, find one superficial similarity between them. This proves they are actually identical. Number three, why are you against one but not the other? That is a sort of tactic here, saying if you're mad at what I'm doing, you also have to be mad at Asmongold. And if I get banned for this, then Asmongold should have been banned as well. And if I get banned over this,
that image at the bottom, is that fucking Donald Trump Jr.?
Leaving and going to YouTube. Well, that's an interesting claim by Hasan that he'll leave Twitch forever and not come back and F this platform, referring to Twitch, and he'll go to YouTube instead. Well, he tried that already and immediately left because the numbers weren't good enough.
I genuinely think dual streaming was a mistake. Good audience gets you boosted less on both sides. I agree.
What the fuck is going on?
Good audience gets you boosted less on both sides. I agree.
Is that on my side or is that the video?
Yes, chatter. You are not wrong.
The fuck was that?
Back to Twitch.
It's been a somewhat of a failure. To be fair though, this is a IRL stream, and it's Saturday, so that's like also the other reason why the numbers are dog shit.
Stream, not
like,
stream,
let's
that's
be real.
Video.
I mean, our Zoran stream wasn't like that. Zoran stream was like 20K as well.
Absolutely incredible stuff from Hasan.
Yeah, I think it's the video.
Literally no self-awareness whatsoever.
So I'm not fucking seeing
He is trying to threaten Twitch. He's not just going on there and once again running a complete mockery of their terms of service. He's doing it while taunting Twitch, taunting them into banning him. He's trying to protect himself, ladies and gentlemen. He's nervous. You can tell during the clip, it's like he realized that, man, I said something that definitely could get me banned, so I should get ahead of this right now. And he immediately starts bringing up Asmongold and saying, well, if you take me out, you're hypocrites because you didn't take him out for his comments about the Senate hearing, which, of course, again, as we said, are a very
the whataboutism, basically.
Superficial set of comparisons. But yeah, that is his whole goal. He's trying to get on top of this to protect himself. But of course, the clip is not over. There's actually more to it, where Hasan starts finger wagging at his own audience as well as the veteran in his chat.
Y'all are a bunch of dumb too for being like, oh, you're gonna get clipped.
He's not having a
dumb motherfucker. Doesn't even realize his own lived experiences should have taught him a very valuable lesson.
Oh, look at that, guys. Hasan is angry at his own audience again. I literally cannot believe it. It is so funny that he would get so upset about someone clipping this or even saying someone else is going to clip this. Of course, people are going to when one of the biggest people on the platform is openly wishing and celebrating PTSD on veterans because he doesn't like what...
When is Hasan ever having a fun time? That is true.
They're saying. Yes,
of
course, people are going to clip that.
He has a lot of fun when he shocks his dog. That's when he's at his best. He's having a lot of fun when he's shocking his dog and when he's talking about Asmon.
And he just hates his own community.
He actually loves Asmon. All the anger that he portrays when speaking about Asmon is false. He actually loves speaking about Asmon.
Beast he has created. We just played this. What was it, yesterday? I'm going to play it again because this clip is literally hilarious. This is the prison that Hasan has created for himself with his community, and he deserves to feel bad about it.
I stand any of you dumb fucks in this chat. Oh my God, I hate the left.
This fucking
I hate
clip.
Liberalism. I hate everything that's going on. Every single
This is always funny to watch.
I hate my life. I hate streaming. I hate socialism. I hate every single person who thinks that the peak of activism is just being the most annoying, holier than thou, the most ultimately woke leftist. It's just, you did it. You did it. You have unlocked the nihilism within me, okay? I am black-pilled. Nothing will ever get better. We are...
Beautiful. You know what? Give me a shot of that every single morning when I wake up, and I'll be feeling great. But you can see, too, there is more virtue signaling directed towards the veteran in his chat. Basically saying, based on your own lived experience, that should have taught you a lesson. Anyone who says lived experience, unironically, is insufferable. And he's saying because you went through what you did overseas, you should have felt a certain way. And because you don't, well, I can tell you to enjoy your PTSD without any sort of backlash against me, because I'm right, you're wrong. There was a way you should have came out the other end of your service overseas, because Hasan is obviously such an expert of what's going on the ground overseas throughout these wars, because, you know, he is the most knowledgeable person, of course, when it comes to the experience of the average person in the military. But yeah, this whole thing is just a gigantic mess. Hasan making an absolute fool out of himself. And honestly, Twitch, if you don't do anything about this, you're showing just how spineless you are. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about Hasan. Just wanted to say real quick, without putting this at the front of the video and feeling a little weird about it. I didn't want to like shove it in your face. But for those who are interested, I just made another Patreon exclusive upload talking about the grifting epidemic in the VTubing scene, or at least what people are claiming is a real problem in the VTubing scene, where basically anyone who shares an opinion that is unfavorable in that scene is viewed immediately as a grifter. That's what's been used against me for years and years, and I wanted to have an informal conversation about it exclusive.
Yeah. Every one of the Skybrows community, all grifters. We're all grifters, man. Oh, no.
One of us are grifters, even though I don't make any money from anything I do. I'm totally a grifter.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, no. Fucking hell. Cool. That's going to be it for this video. If you guys watching me, you're 100% already fucking subscribed to Rev. But if for some reason you are not, go check him out, subscribe to him, and follow him. And also, there is the possibility that YouTube unsubscribed you for whatever reason. Go double check that you're still subscribed, because I know that does happen from time to time. Yeah, but cool. That's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, share, like, subscribe, and do all the fun stuff.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, like, sub, and comment down below.